for a fun, exciting show. I've got that tea brewing. It is hot. I mean, we are talking spicy hot. Anyway, I'm excited for today. We're getting ready to get a redirect. As soon as we get that redirect, we are going to have some fun, y'all.
Let's see. Get that to a spot where it looks good. Tie it up.
Good morning, y'all.
Chaos in a chat. I flip the script quick, they can't handle that. Drama queen crown sitting high on my throne. Every stage I step on,
baby, I own.
When the tea gets hot, I'm the one who pours, kicking down walls, not knocking on doors. They want me quiet, but I'll never settle. Name in the lights, look how rebel. Don't play me soft, dragging all these clowns, knocking wigs right off. Get you in the spotlight. I say what I say. Camera stay rolling when I turn it.
Hey.
Glitter bombs in the air, they all mad salty, but
I don't care.
Turn up the volume, breaking their mold. My story ain't told, watch it unfold.
And yes, I do love my chat. I know.
Queen's Court's watching, they know my name. Step in the circus, I run the game.
I'm a local rebel.
Don't play me soft, dragging all these clowns, knocking wigs right off. Mess with the crown and you'll feel that sting. Gidgey's the rebel.
Live the queen. Live the queen. Lane, I just saw it. I have it on streamer mode, so it didn't go off. But I just saw it, Lane. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties to start this day. And, I don't know. I looked away. I kid you guys not. 1 minute, I saw Dopra, a.k.a. Narcan Nancy. And, you know, she was doing great. She was awake. And then I'm getting ready to put y'all on live and show you what we look like today. She came back. Guys, I'm seriously working with a basket case. I'm not joking. She was normal. I haven't turned the camera on yet because I'm trying to explain this because you're fucking nuts. You're weird. All right. So she sits down. She looks nice. She looks great. You know, pretty. Had her hair done. Real cute. And anyway, all of a sudden, I'm going to show y'all what she looks like.
No, 1 second. 1 second. Just as you do that.
Go ahead. I heard. I'm so sorry.
Go.
We were talking about before the
on
show.
Her. Damn it.
I'm going to mute her for just a second. She's just got to do something real quick. Mom duty. It happens.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
I'm not going to mute her because it's much more fun listening to her. So she just all of a sudden decides, oh, I'm gonna, dress up like Billy. And she's like, remember when Xylee did it? And I'm like, yeah. And we were just talking about it. We weren't talking about her doing it. And I was talking about how cool I thought it was that Xylee put the damn real donut. Xylee had a freaking... That self-control, fuck you, because I couldn't do it. She had a fucking box of Krispy Kremes, right? Bitch was wearing a real Krispy Kreme on her neck. She says, oh, wait, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay. And then she comes back. She's got a chocolate glazed donut around her neck, her hoodie up. She's like, it's all right, everyone's missing Billy. I know he's out, so I'm going to be Billy. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
What are you gonna do? And yes, I know I listen to chat too much. Xylee, I hear you. I know that is a very, very good criticism because that is one of the worst things. I care too much. And it's hard, man. I see Keem, I see Scooter, I see lots of people that can just say, fuck you. And, I heard Savage yesterday call her whole chat a bunch of R words. And it's like, okay, I will get there. One day. I will never call you all names. I just don't do that. You don't have to be here, so I will never. She's eating her necklace. How are you this morning?
Somebody asked if it was real. I had to let them know. It's a pretty great morning. Excuse me, I got a bite of donut in my mouth. Woke up cheerful. I don't think I'm going to fall asleep. I took a few naps yesterday.
Do I glaze the chat? Okay, all right. Now, see, that I don't want to do. I really don't. So I definitely, I'm going to, one thing I don't do, which I think I need to do, and I don't know if I'm alone in this. I hate watching myself back. I hate it. I cannot, the sound of my voice grates on me. It really does. I'm sorry that you all have to listen to it, but I will be honest. I have been told most of my life that my voice is not bad. I can't stand it. I can't stand hearing it. And I know I'm not the only person like that. I know that's a normal thing a lot of people go through.
I can tell you from an unbiased source that your voice is mesmerizing. In fact, I slept really well to it.
This is true. I did put the bitch to sleep on her first day. So, what are you gonna
It's
do?
mesmerizing.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I've got a show planned today. We did not have any show notes today because there just aren't any necessary after the clusterfuck that Savage tried to pull yesterday. I get it. Nobody wants to cover it. Hi, I'll cover it. I'll cover all the dirty deets for everybody. And I will tell what I truly think. And I'll be honest. I've been sent a ton of clips. You people are amazing. And yes, I am glazing the people that have sent me so many clips with so many things that both of the Queen's hosts have said outside of the LCU, and I just don't need to do that. See, here's the deal. Savage and Tina, they have their reputations already. As I've always said, they are internet legends. They've been around. They've got a history that follows them. So, I don't need to speak to that. I don't need to prove anything. Everybody already knows, so... yeah, that's that, I guess. Her game, is that what it is? Thank you so much. First, you're so cool.
We've been fighting with this dang thing all day.
So it's the gain. Okay, we'll figure that out afterwards because I had her mess with something and then she couldn't hear me and that scared me. So I have her turned way down to I think she's at 50 in here, so that's, or 60. I turned her up, but I don't want to blow y'all. I figure if it's loud for me, it's probably loud for you guys. So please let me know if you can't hear her. And thank you for the gain.
With all of the technology that's available today, that this is the best they could do at faking receipts.
Oh, did you see what? Yeah, look, here's the deal. I made Daniel Keem a promise. And I took him taking me back for the second time very serious. The first time I said, oh, yeah, I need to come to you and their stuff. Yeah. But I didn't make him the promise that I made him this time. And one thing I will always stand on is my word. When I tell you I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. I've proven that time and time and time again. And the beauty of what happened yesterday and what happened even Friday when the original donation came through from, who is it, Paula Dean Gidgey, I think. They have all the different names. But when the original donation came through and everyone ran with it, and I think it was Thursday or Friday, I don't remember, but nothing came of it. Nothing came of it. And apparently receipts were given. Xylie's not stupid, right? Xylie didn't run. I mean, she was given the receipts, but she didn't run with it. But I guess Savage isn't as quick on the uptake as Xylie. I'm going to show y'all real easy the differences that were pointed out by several different people that sent me the differences that were so easy to spot that it was a fake, first of all. Second of all, fakes happen all the time. You never hear my voice. There's no video of me doing it. Keemstar himself said he believes me and that he knows it's bullshit. Here's the deal. I've been very honest with Mr. Keemstar about the people from my past. I've turned over all the DMs, all the death threats from Eric, all the crazy stuff that happened. Keemstar has all of that now. Keemstar understands what he's dealing with. And Savage, you just saddled up and I'm assuming thought you had something which was proven to be total bullshit. But that's your L to take and my W to own, right? I mean, imagine sitting in a live chat telling Keem, "Oh, Keem, I sent you the proof. I sent you the proof." Proof? That's proof? Jesus Christ, the shit random people sent me about you is more proof on shit you've done than anything I've ever done. I find this so amusing. It was such a beautiful thing because when I made that promise, I cut every single one of those people out of my life, with the exception of Kelly, because she and I had been friends for so long. That was the only person that I didn't close my DMs with. Haven't spoken to her since all this happened. But everyone else, I removed myself from it. So I knew it was total bullshit. I wasn't worried, even in the least. I could sit back with that shit-eating smirk that drives you two nuts over there on Queens. You know the one.
It's not the first time for Savage to bring fake information. So, I mean, I don't know how innocent. Oh. I got fallen stuffies. But I don't know how. I don't know how this is. I would call it a pattern of behavior. You know, I don't know if anybody else would. I don't know if this one is one of the times that she knew that she was just putting fake information out there, but it's not something she hasn't done before.
Oh, so
it's not something she hasn't done before in the LCU.
Oh. Is this when she went after Twiggy's job or whatever? Or is this a different time?
She's done it 2 or 3 different times. She did it during Milkers. She did it during something else before Fat
People
Camp.
are saying she did it on Milkers also. Wow.
Yeah. This isn't new behavior from her.
Chris, don't get mad. I had to wear this today because But listen, Scooter has given me a date. He told me, I'm done with you. I need you to get a total makeover professionally. Your birthday's in 2 fucking weeks. I want you to look like a different person, and I want you to find someone and move away and just go away. Just go away. Let me know you're taken care of. So he's teasing. It's a joke. That's a joke. We joke with you. You guys know. Oh, I love that picture of Zay. Oh, I love that woman. I'm loving watching Zay develop into this Barbara Walters-esque, hard-hitting, badass bitch that just goes off no matter what it's, sure, I loved it when she was going off shit that I felt passionate about, but even if it's not something, her takes are so good. You talk about development. It is so cool to see. And I did enjoy, I'm not going to lie, it was really cool seeing her and Zay on Rewind tonight. Or last night, sorry. So.
Yeah, I don't know how you're staying up that late and getting up in the morning.
Well, I want to tell everyone, because apparently a lot of people don't believe I don't watch Queens. Let me tell you something. Gidgey types in every single chat in both A and B circuits pretty much, I would say, 15 hours a day. Do y'all agree? Or let's say 12 hours a day. All right, I give you 12 hours because whatever. All I do is help your algorithm, is talk to people. If I'm in the middle of something, it gives everyone something to get riled up about, whatever. But both those women told me they do not want me in their chat. I have never had a host tell me that. So I assure you, not only will I never be in their chat, I'll never watch their show because guess who sleeps during Queens? Kind of like they sleep during my show. I sleep during their show. I'm sorry. I have found the best schedule that works for me is to get up, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, or excuse me, 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, which is the end of Queens, beginning of Live, Central Time, right? And that's been working for me. You know, lay down around noon, get up around 5, 6 o'clock, and it works. So, no, I have no desire. See, here's the deal. They said, can't you do something without riding on our coattails? I've done nothing but respond, and you're going to respond too. So at some point, we have to stop this. I am going to assume, since you took such a massive L with your fake screenshots and proof, you dumb bitch, that you're going to shut the fuck up now. Go away. Shoo shoo, little pirate. Shoo shoo. You lost. I won. Sorry. Gidgy, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words. All right, I'm going to really have to pay attention. Glaze, and I really like Megamind, so I know if she's saying that. But anyway, here's the deal. I have no desire to have this war. So I see everywhere, oh, Queens is declaring war. Queens is... Okay, why? Why are you declaring war? Because I worked and did everything I could for Queens? Because I've been so great in the LCU trying to help everyone and anyone I possibly can? Where is the war? Why? I need to know why you're declaring war before I can really sharpen. See, today I've got the claws sharpened. The rebel yell is in me today. I am not quiet today because you've given me something. Now, I want to make something crystal clear, and Cat Lady, or Dopa, whoever the fuck you are, I'm going to let you talk in a minute. I fucked up, and I told something that happened IRL because I was so fucking pissed. See, y'all sent the shit to Xylee. She didn't react. Probably sent it to Rastov. He didn't react. Those are the two that I know y'all like to send things to. God knows you can't get to Keem. But they didn't react. So you pick some fucking low-hanging fruit like Savage that's just hungry for anything. Has no fucking clue what you all are capable of. That's what I think is happening. People are telling me, no. You don't know. Savage, she's a bad bitch. She's a doxer. She's this, she's that. Savage ain't shit. I'm going to tell you right now, these people that are fucking with me... They scare me a lot more than fucking the bitch that sits there and chain smokes cigarettes with fucking... No, it's okay. I'm not scared of Savage. So I want to address, yes, there was a dead kitten left on our door. Very, very sweet little gray. Anyway, there's a note. You will quit. I've taken pictures of it. Keem was right. I did call non-emergency last night. I did file a report. Look, my kid just had surgery and was in some of the worst pain I've ever seen him in. So if you think that I wanted to involve him in that, unfortunately, it affected me so much. I had to tell him because I don't know if anyone here has ever... I am not going to do this. I'm going to go with my rage on this dumb fucking gun. So, bottom line, I don't think it's Savage that did that. I think it's these Buffy, these crazy fucking people from that Stern community that I was involved with, that you see all the clips, every time it's been a panel that one of them is doing, okay? So that is where this is coming from. I don't think this is Savage. Number one, she's not that fucking intelligent. Number two, she doesn't have that kind of pull. And number three, it's not Savage. I'm not stupid. Savage is a lot of this. Savage is not gonna put a dead fucking cat crucified on my fucking front door. So I shouldn't have said anything about it, but I did want to at least address it and let everyone know that I did take I do have photographic evidence on my phone in case it ever comes into question. And I do have I have a number. I don't have a police report yet, but Yeah, so that part, I want everyone to know, I don't tie Savage to that. I think Savage is just too stupid and got involved with these people. I really do. If I'm wrong and it's Savage, cunt, you have no idea how quick I can bury you. You really don't. You don't want to play with me. What kind of woman? Answer me this. What is this? I will make you feel lost. That's what she says to me. I will make you feel lost. I've lost my mom. I've lost my dad. I lost a child. I understand a lot about loss, right? So I'm trying to figure out, why does a woman tell another woman, I'm going to make you feel lost? What does that, like, what kind of human being does that?
Internet TV entertainment program.
Yeah, see, I don't find that entertaining. I really don't. I don't understand that I'm going to make you feel lost. No, I'm going to come after you, bitch. I'm going to get you, cunt. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But I'm going to make you feel lost. That's not a good slogan, in my opinion. But you do you, boo-boo. You've taken one L. You want to keep going? Let's keep going. Otherwise, you stay in your fucking corner. You make your bag. I'll stay in my fucking corner, and I'll make my bag. Till Roxy comes up and co-hosts with me in 2 weeks, and then all bets are off, probably.
You know, honestly.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, y'all. Seriously, don't. Look, I knew when I started with the LCU the kind of people I was hanging out with. I did. I saw it because I saw some things that happened. And I spent a lot of time with these people, and they know a lot about me personally, you know, like my life. Nothing stream-wise, nothing, you know, private stuff, right? So they're trying for whatever reason, because I left their community, because I don't want to be, I don't know why. You guys have seen it. You type Buffy's name in the Discord, and it's like, look how many times he mentions the word Gidgey. It is seriously concerning. But, you know, I've covered my ass with it, so I'm going to leave it at that. It's just a shame that people have to go real life with stuff. And not only real life, the one biggest thing that I am most passionate about, and I say it almost daily, is I like animals more than people. And to try and send a message to anyone like that, and I know it's you all, you can deny it all you want, but I remember something I said last week about someone's pet, so I'm not stupid. I know without a shadow of a doubt it is those sick fucking people. And you all can either choose to ride with Savage and the fake screenshots and the fake bullshit that was proven to be extremely fake. Tried to tag Savage several times to get her response, but she got real quiet. So, I don't know. Talk a little bit away from the mic, about a hand's distance away. We're going to get her mic fixed, Perry, I promise. It was good yesterday, and then today, her husband tried to fix it for her last night.
Yeah, there was like this whole thing where like the entire noises of around the house, and like apparently Discord had like a Halloween sound, and there was like, it was like picking up the trees outside, and it was picking up the dryer and the TV on somewhere else in the house, and the cats moaning and everything. It sounded like there was an alien invasion on my house. I swear to you, I was sitting here working, and all of a sudden it was like, oh my God, you know, like my house is being taken by a tornado or something. I don't know what that noise was. So anyways, he tried to work on it. Obviously, it's still kind of kerfloppled, but I'm not getting a noise in my headphones that sounds like I'm being taken away.
I know, Lillian, and trust me, I get that. I do. And that's another thing that's sad, is look, you can come in here, get your bag, do what you need to do, but coming after someone that is obviously being harassed, I mean, everyone has seen it, not by you you two. Look, I am so not worried about Tina and Savage. They have a very niche audience, which is a big, generous audience. Let's not confuse this. They are the number 2 show, probably going to be number 1 the way they're going in the LCU. That is amazing. I am not trying to compete with you all. Remember, Tina, don't compete where you don't compare. So there's no competition between Queens and myself. Even though everyone's going to want to make it that way, Here's the difference. Roxy, myself, and Narcan fucking Nancy over here, we have big plans and we're going to have fun. We have no desire to talk about Queens and what Queens is doing. We want to take this to a new level. We want to get new viewers. We want to be a lot more than what a lot of people are aspiring to do. And we have that ability. We are building this channel from the absolute ground up. We are given all the tools to succeed. And the three of us together, it's going to be hard to beat. I'm telling you. It's not going to be like anything. I'm telling you live, I'm coming for your ass. I'm telling you. 3 women, 3 different, and look, a lot of y'all came over here from Xylee, so I don't want to sit here and watch clip after clip after clip. The one thing that, for whatever reason, nobody is covering is what happened on live with me. And I'm assuming it's because it was such a big L for Queens. Look, here's the things that I've heard come out of Tina's mouth in the past 48 hours. Number 1, very suspicious. I don't understand why, but she's very obsessed with why I haven't moved yet. Said I couldn't work weekends. However, I did work weekends except for 2. But anyway, so Tina's wondering why I haven't moved and how that's a lie. First of all, my personal life is no one's business. When, where, and how I move is not your business. It's not a lie. It's just none of your business, nor is it anybody else's business. Don't worry about where I live. Don't worry about me. That is your problem. You're worried about when I'm moving. Why? Why do you care so much about when I move? Who cares? Does anyone in chat care when Gidgie's moving? Why she hasn't moved? What has happened? I mean, that seems so silly. Almost like Mudgate. Ba 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 ba! The smoking gun! Oh no! Gidgie modded Roxy! Holy shit! It was a fucking conspiracy. God damn! Boom, bitch! We caught you! You fucking modded her in a YouTube chat! Do you realize what you've done? Do you have any fucking idea? I mean, is mod really that big of a, like, I don't get it. I guess I don't understand.
I don't know how it happened. I don't know how to do mod stuff.
Look, here's the truth if you want to know the truth. Hammer, I see you, baby. Can we get some gifted? Oh, not yet. Not yet. Tomorrow we can get some gifted tech. You're so sweet, darling. Thank you. That's not glazing. I love Tech Protect. He does upsies. I'm going to show you upsies today before we end the show. They're so cute. Anyway, well, yeah, my co-host will talk. Her mic is so fucked up. I'm trying not to let her talk a lot.
Work it out.
Okay, wait a minute. Now that's not bad. That was not bad. What you just said was not bad. Say something else.
Yabba dabba do.
Can you?
Me?
It was when you were down here talking like up into. I know that.
Are you trying to tell me I need to do this each time?
Look when she is right there. Look, I'm not lying. When you are talking into the side of it, I swear to God, it's better. I swear to God. You know what the uppies are! I just learned what the uppies were. Try talking away from the, the side. I agree. Try talking from the side. So look, here, let's talk about Modgate for a minute. You know, the big smoking gun everybody has that I was in cahoots with Roxy. Okay, we had just opened an 1,800 person chat up. Open the Grays. You know, that's not something that happens a lot on, Queens, and I only had 3 mods. I modded Roxy and I modded someone else. I said it live. Keem didn't do it. I never said Keem did it. Keem's name was never mentioned. Xylee played a clip right before on Reaper, and I say this because y'all know I'm not a clip person. Trust me, I've got clips today, but we're not going to be, I don't need clips to be entertaining. And I'm not saying Xylee's show is entertaining the way she does it. I'm saying that's not my way. That's all I'm saying. I want to be different because Xylee is, we watch a clip, we learn about the story, and we get to watch the progression of it, right? I love that. So I don't want to repeat that. So that is the biggest reason I'm trying to be very anti-clip here. Obviously, I want to show y'all proof. I want to go over the stuff where I was called a liar. Even though I've already gotten the W for it, I still want to show the proof because it's my fucking name. She doesn't have the mic turned right. Yeah, I think talking into the side, when she did that, it sounded much better.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's better. It's better already. Like before when you would start talking. Not good.
How's that?
Not good, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad. Before
Do I have to hold my head upside down?
No, that's actually
Is
okay.
that the trick?
No. We can work with this. Hang on.
Is that the trick? Is that I hold my head upside down
No.
every time I talk?
No, this is okay. Don't touch anything. I've got you turned down to 43, which is totally not normal. So we'll work with it later. There are so many intelligent tech people like Nightmare. I'm joking. Please don't talk to Nightmare, but please. But I think actually Tech Protect is really smart. So is Phantom. A lot of these people.
Thing about this mic from Friday.
We're going to get it fixed. It's better. It's a work in progress. Plus, guys, give her a break. She has been sick. Listen, I want you all to notice it's driving fucking Tina nuts. We have Billy over here. She decides to take a bite of your fucking necklace. Just shut up and eat your necklace. Let's talk for a minute. All right. So the smoking gun, Modgate. All right. When I modded her, we had opened up the chat. Yada, da, da, da. She was an intern. She was always talking in general chat. I knew she talked about Savage. Duh! Savage was in the chat too! I don't get it. It is so stupid to me that, and look, you guys can think whatever you want. That is fine. And I'm okay with that. I'm purposely trying not to read chat because I don't want anything that I say today be said that I was following what chat said, because trust me, I have my own ideas on everything I'm going to speak on today. I wish we had more than 2 hours today. God, I wish we had more than 2 hours. But Modgate was nothing more than me picking any intern or host that I saw, because to me, that should be just like I did in this chat right here. Greeky, who is not, look, she's got issues with me and she's still iffy, and I get that. A lot of people are, and I understand that and respect it. However, I know she's a good mod. I know she's not going to fuck up my chat. Xylee was in here. Xylee's a fucking host for the LCU. I don't care if you fucking hate me. I'm going to mod you in my fucking chat to know that it's protected. You come right before me. Of course I want her modded. I want Tommy and Batgirl in here too modded. That makes sense to me. I'm sorry that a mod wrench in a YouTube chat is such a big fucking deal for so many people. Call it what you want. It doesn't matter to me. I'm over it. To me, it's really stupid. It is so silly to say, oh, because you modded someone in the chat, that's our smoking gun. Then Mike says, when everything was going down, make sure you listen. Xylee played the clip. Mike says, yes, it was talked about behind the scenes. Keem even said, Roxy and Gidgey would be great. I've always, however, said that. When Roxy first went IRL, I even said, I can't wait to do IRL. I will do IRL with that woman. Never lied about it. I love Roxy. However, I'm smart enough that everything I say is public. There are no DMs that exist between Roxy and I until pretty fucking recently. Everything we said to each other, we were both smart enough to say in general. So look, has Xylee had to spank my ass and say, bitch, you got it wrong 1,000 times? Yes, she has. But you know what I have learned? If I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it in public so there are receipts. Fuck that talking behind the scenes shit. Fuck that. And that goes into to last night being such an amazing feeling. Because I really was sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. I was half-ass awake. But I knew, like, the minute I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know that's not true. I mean, of all weekends, when my son has oral surgery, knowing how close I am with that child, and to think that I would be, first of all, there's no alcohol at all. So, you know, that kind of takes away the idea of hanging around with those people, because the only time I did it was with alcohol. But then to say that I did it on the night that my son had oral surgery, that the cat was left on my front door, yeah, it's just too much lining up there. Y'all are getting sloppy in your old age. But what I am going to stop doing is giving those people attention. Not Savage and Tina. I'm going to give them plenty of attention, but I'm talking about the community I came from, the people that I do believe, and so do upper management believe, are the root of all the problems. It was very obvious a fake. Savage was stupid enough to get baited into it, and looks like a fool because she was stupid enough to get baited into it. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't, but if you don't expect me to come after you in a certain kind of way after you tried to come after me with some bullshit, fuck, let me just go ahead and pull up. We have a docket team. We have an amazing docket team. Oh my God. Why? Look, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. Mike is a fucking docket team. That motherfucker does it all right? He really is. But the people that we have and the things that I've seen them ask and do already, we are not worthy. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Holy fuck. Not only are you guys creative out there, and please, my DMs are open. I know Xylee says that's a no-no, but I also know I don't really respond a lot. But if you guys have creative ideas or things you want to see us do or see Billy do over here, feel free to DM it to me, say it in Discord, tag me. I always check that stuff. I want to be interactive with you guys. I don't want to be glazing. And I know I used to glaze really hard on queens. Now that I absolutely did. And look, there are certain parameters that, anyway, doesn't matter. But I definitely want to make sure I'm not doing that here because I want to be myself. I am a people pleaser by trait, but that stopped when I sobered up real quick because I'm learning my worth. I don't know my worth. Do you know your worth? You seem like a woman that knows your worth.
Me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
see?
you don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't play games with people. I tell you what it's like. And if I don't have use for you or anything like that, then shove the fuck off. I only have so much energy to give.
I get it. No, God bless you. I heard the little one. I didn't know you were. I mean, you're really mad respect. You and Roxy, man, y'all got, I'm going to be doing all the shit because y'all got real life shit. Fuck. And Chris, that's what sucks is I don't understand where all this hate is coming from for me. I don't get it. From Queens especially, from Tina especially. Like, I noticed that she has stopped going after Scooter, which is probably pretty smart because God knows Scooter's on, And look, Roxy said something in Nuts chat last night, and she said, I can separate Albert from his mother. He's a good kid. And I really do believe that. But I believe his mother got in his ear, and I will never not believe that because the kid said on his live stream, I don't have to oil up because Gidgey didn't have to wear a shock collar. That's not, I don't believe that came out of his mouth.
I don't even know why oiling up existed or shock collars. I don't really know why shock collars ever became an arc here in the LCU.
Torture, baby! Torture! We're not going to be doing that. Look,
what's next? Ratchet up. Hey, have somebody bring a baseball bat and hit you in the face. You know what I mean? Like what happens from doing things
Did you see live 2 days ago with the axe?
Okay.
Say we got the axe arc.
We had the axe arc. Okay. Are you telling me I have to bring an axe tomorrow?
No. I think officially the rebels will have no sharp objects. Not Roxy, not me, not you, none of us. Wait, let's take a comedic break before I get back into this. I'm going to show y'all a couple things, but I want to show you something that is driving Tina absolutely nuts. She's talked about it, and I swore I wouldn't say anything because it's just so funny. We've enjoyed, Dopra and I have enjoyed laughing at it when she says something. If you notice behind Dopra, her background has changed dramatically every single time she's gone live with me on purpose. Because good morning, Roxy. It's nice to see you, dear. Because every single day, Tina has talked about, she's got all these stuffed animals. What is it? Da, 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 da. And then Savage, I think, told her she needed to go take a nap, which is the weirdest insult. We were talking about that. The weirdest insult. Go take a nap.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? What the fuck was that? That was so funny. Like, look, ladies, you don't want me watching your show because all I'm going to do is tear it apart the next morning. This is a good thing that I don't watch your show. God damn. Do your show. Get your bag. Do your thing. Quit talking about me. Quit trying to prove anything about me. Everything I've done bad in this world has already been leaked, and I am so confident of that. I will put my hand on it. Bring it. Bring it. I'm waiting. Let's see. Let's see what we have here, folks. Y'all tell me. You tell me. I received an email actually, from someone. And they said, listen, I got to tell you. And see, I already know a lot of the tea on a lot of these people because I watched Becky freak out over Flava, and who, by the way, I have watched regularly. I find absolutely enjoyable. Don't have an issue in the world with Flava at all. But I find it ironic that I was sent an email telling me that I needed to be very careful and, you know, this is a bad woman and she's gone to jail or prison or yada-da-da-da, whatever. So fucking funny. Because, look, I don't judge anyone for their past. We've all got a fucking past. I judge you for your future. And I've watched her. I watched her with the whole Becky arc. I thought it was amusing. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say, but I'm going to be honest. I did not feel like Flava was any fear for anyone. If anything, I thought she would have been a great host in the LCU. So I don't know. But apparently, let's see. Let me pull this up. Flava, Denmark, house about to randomly catch on fire, huh, Flava? Oh, Jesus Christ.
People get violently angry and like threaten each other at all over the internet. Like, you people are all digital.
So this T-Pack person, I guess, is her manager. So I don't know. I can't keep up with this. Savage is so big, she got a fucking manager. I don't have a manager. But apparently here, let me make it big. He says, Flava, you might have to check Gidgy out. She's off the rails. Well, I thought he meant, hey, you might want to check Gidgy out. She's fucking nuts. Check her out. Well, okay. So I'm like, I didn't think anything of it when that was sent to me. And then she fucking answers. It's like, do you people not realize what it looks like when you have a history for going real life on people? And she says, oh, T-Pack, I'm already on it. How many days later does the IRL shit happen to me? Come on. You guys, you gotta think about shit before your friends are typing it trying to be cool for you, because I promise that doesn't make you look good. So then we have, this is my favorite. So we all saw Savage's receipts, right? We all saw those receipts. Yeah. All right, well. Oh, fuck. I can't show this, what I have in docket chat. Fuck. Because it's got the person's picture that showed it to me. All right, I'll just show this one. This is my profile picture. It's been the same profile picture that I have used since 2014 when I made my YouTube account. Hence the nice, just no, anyway. That is my actual picture on YouTube. Oh, if you look, hang on, I want to share it just to tell you guys what to look for. If you look at the one that, the smoking gun that Savage had that they already proved was wrong, it's cut off in the wrong place up here, and it's very obvious. So all you have to do is look at it. I'm surprised Jessica got taken on this. I always thought Jessica was pretty smart and with it, and it cracks me up that so many people fell prey, because it was ironic. I was looking at the chat, and the chat the whole time was like, anything can be faked. I mean, how stupid are you? That's the easiest thing in the world to do, right? And I'm like, yeah, it really is. And that's when I'm like, you know what? I was in bed. Scooter, go to my fucking computer. I have nothing to hide. Nothing. And so, he did. And he showed my entire history. And a lot of people were like, this is wrong. This is an invasion of privacy. It would have been if I didn't agree to it. I agreed to it because I respect Keemstar so much that I knew that would, without a shadow of a doubt, prove my innocence, which I knew I was. But I wanted to make sure this time I proved it to Keem. See, that's the great part. Once you prove that someone's lied on you, you really don't have to prove it again. You build trust. And that's a thing I've got going on now. So, sucks to suck. But after today, we will definitely not be discussing the people that are harassing me and trying to spread these malicious lies. It is the community that I came from. We all know that. We know the panel. We know the people. We've seen them. It's been the same people in every single clip. All 7 of them, Tina, that you said. All 7 of them. By the way, 2 or 3 of them are the same, but whatever. That's fine. We can say 7. I don't care if you say there are 100. The problem with your analogy there, Tina, is how many clips do we have of you saying the exact same word, or saying you're going to go IRL on people, or talking shit about people? We have a lot, Tina, because people talk shit. That's what happens.
I know, but what my man told me that he heard on Queens yesterday has me seriously questioning if they have recent head injuries. I kind of feel really bad for them because, well, it brings to question their mental capacities when you start trying to...
Anybody that knows me knows that I would never fake something as disgusting as what happened to me. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. And if you think that about me,
trying to say that you faked the cat thing?
I'm not sure.
Trying to say?
I'm not sure. I just read something real quick. Exactly, Spuds. Look. Is it always going to follow me? Yes, it is my past. I get drunk. I tried to impress these people. Everyone on the panel was saying it when I was saying it. Not saying that's any better. I am not excusing my actions. What I did was wrong. It was reprehensible. However, not only am I sober from alcohol now, granted, it is nothing to brag about. I'm not even, but for me it is. For me it absolutely is. Every day that I wake up and I'm sober is a day that my mind gets clearer and clearer and clearer. And I realize that I don't know my own worth if I'm willing to talk that way about human beings, and I don't feel that way. Keem is absolutely right. I have no hate in my heart for any human being in the world. Not Savage, not Tina, not the people that are fucking with me, because it takes too much effort. In my opinion, you truly have to care about someone to hate them. So I don't carry hate in my heart. I don't. And I cannot imagine not liking someone or passing judgment on someone because of the way they looked, the color of their skin, anything. I just learned that someone that's in this chat right now knows the special needs person that is the only other community that I talk in. It is a small world. But the people that I like to help are people that enjoy being helped. I love people that love life. And you know what? I didn't before, and that's why I was involved with such a shitty group of people. All we did was harass people. We played games to try and... It was horrible. It was not a good community. It was not a healthy place to be. These are the same people that come in here and try and degrade me for my physical looks. For the scar on my face, for silly things. I mean, these are not LCU people. And I'm sorry, I don't want that in my chat. I don't want it in my community. And we're better than that. And that's why this is the only place I am. That's why you all see me 18 hours a day. I have insomnia. I don't sleep. So, all right. So Mike says 13107. Oh, I talked about that. The lies. Blackface. Let's talk about blackface for a minute. We all know that Mike had said, you know, hey, let's lean into it. Let's get a watermelon. Let's do this, that, and the other thing. To say that one of the Queen's people at that point was doing blackface because I had chocolate and strawberry syrup and people picked chocolate syrup is absolutely the biggest fucking reach out there. But you go ahead and use that. You go ahead and say that me putting chocolate syrup on my face was me doing blackface.
This issue yesterday, but just did it in a different lane when he talked about how Boogie was claiming blackface when he wasn't really doing blackface. It's the same situation. You can't sit there and claim something that's not blackface is blackface and put it out there into our community that that's what we're doing when it's fucking chocolate syrup that your commenters requested.
You know what? I'm going to show you all the side by side just because Psy Guy seems to think they are the exact same, which I did too, by the way. When they were sent to me, I'm like, what are they showing me? And Scooter's like, oh shit. And I was like, huh? And then I saw it. They had to literally outline it for me to see it, but let me go back. Man, is her name on it? No, and you really can't see it. All right, so oh, and by the way, just to I don't, what's the deal with the live button? There's a live YouTube button on my avatar too.
Live button.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like you. I'm not all over the YouTubes. You know what? Looking when you were scrolling through your thing and looking through where you'd been on the Googles and on the YouTubes, I'm like, good Lord, I don't think I've watched that much of the internet.
Oh.
My God, woman!
I'm not gonna share it because it's got her pic. I'm not gonna do that. It's got the person's picture on her phone on the top. It doesn't have her name, but whatever. It's you know what? You're either gonna believe it or you're not. I think it was very clearly proven that there is no proof, so it's a nothing burger. It's a major L. I'm gonna listen to Keem on this because that's my boss. So, with that being said, we have so much to talk about and so little time. 1 hour is not enough time, ladies and gentlemen. It just isn't. That's all we have left. Let me see. Hang on.
Actually, is not with Gidgee. The one day I was in there and I was messing around.
While you're looking for that, I'm gonna do five jumping jacks to prove to Brooke that I am awake. I am awake. I just can't compete. I can't compete. I'm trying, but you know what? Today's subject is really near and dear. And I can only imagine that if I got to have vindication after having months of people piling on me for the same shit, that the least my co-host could do is let me have most of the air. Because the truth is, it probably feels better than hell to have some like physical, like everybody witnessed it. It didn't come from me. Somebody else did all the work and showed you that this is bullshit. And I keep getting attacked over and over with bullshit. So I can only understand the feeling of vindication and how fucking good it feels.
Thank you for that. We didn't even talk about that beforehand. So thank you. And you're right. I need to, you don't have to do jumping jacks. I love that she's willing to do jumping jacks. She's willing to do anything. All right. Yes, I did do mustard. So yes, I've done all the colors of the rainbow on my face. I've done brown mush all over my face. I've had black beans all over my face. So yeah, apparently I've done it more than once. You know what, Benjamin? Scooter and I both are going to do that because it's very interesting. My mother was adopted. So my side of my mother's side, I don't really know. It was a closed adoption. I do have the information, but I've never. I got it. I didn't get it until my mom passed because she did not want to know. She, for whatever reason, look, I will never understand that. I was very blessed. I wasn't, but I'll never understand what it's like to be adopted. So I always respected that she never wanted to find the people that were her real parents. But now it's more of a lineage thing that I'm interested in. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we should actually, I'm glad you said that because somebody actually messaged me the site to use because I was going to use that 21andMe and they've had some issues. So there's another one. But yeah, that'll be fun. We'll definitely do that. Have you done it? A DNA?
No. My family are all Italians.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we're not interested in knowing who all got drunk and died from cirrhosis of the liver or from a mafia hit.
I truly have. Look, I don't need to, here's the deal. I know my docket chat's seen it because I put it in there because that's private and it does have the woman's face. If you look at the two side by side, I get what side guy is saying. They look very, very similar. But I also notice, just look at the top and look at the colors. Gidgee is very orange in her picture, in her original one. Just please do that for me. Look, 100%, again, I am not worried. I think it was proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was not me. Anybody can, you know what? Even if it was a direct copy of my picture, anybody can do that. I can do a direct copy of Saiga. Again, I can do the same thing. I could be Sparkles for Hot Dish if I wanted to. And the only way you're going to know if it's me or not is if either you have the extension to click on the person or you're a mod and you click on the person. And neither of that was proven because it wasn't Gidgee, as we saw from my YouTube history, which is why I've chosen not to show these side-by-sides because I did show my history. So there's really no reason not to. And that's all shown on live. I had it pulled up, but I don't need to go over it. I took the W 110%. I'm relishing in it. I think it's a shame that Savage, I'll be honest, I figured she would be a little bit more intelligent, because she's so known for being such a badass and, going after people and this and that. And the first time she tries to go after me, it's a total fabricated screenshot. Really? I mean, it's not good. It's not good. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You did it? Surprised I'm really, really... Nicole. Oh, God. Wait, what was covered up? Hang on. I like Megamind Cronkus because that wasn't real. It was a lie. What was a lie? Damn it. Is there another person with Gidgee today? There is another person with me today. Narcan Nancy's right there. She's telling you all hi. Thank you for the likes, guys.
Some people, I think, seem to think that they can't understand you having the opportunity to just fucking enjoy this. And
it is.
I after months, like literally months of like racist Gidgee this. Oh, did you want to go see a racist grandma Gidgee? Blah, blah, blah. I cannot imagine how good it feels.
Now,
and
it doesn't take away what yes, that's what I want to celebrate.
I'm not saying it takes away from anything you've ever done or anything like that.
Yeah.
But my God, it feels good. I know it feels good.
It does.
I know.
It does. It was just nice that people in the chat noticed it and that people are willing to give me a second, a third chance. I said I'm going to stay off alcohol. I know my two problems. It was the people I was associating with and the booze. I don't even think the booze was as much as the people I was associating with. I'm just an idiot when I drink, and I literally mirror anyone I'm around. But drinking is done. We are...
Affirmation here. What if we could find that positive affirmation for you here, and you wouldn't feel the need of adding other communities to you to find that positive affirmation? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Roxy, take this week. I know you need it. If you can pop up here tomorrow, that would be great. But I know you've got this week. Keem, we've already talked about everything behind the scenes. So next week is fine, girl. Take this week. Enjoy it. I'm going to give Narcan here a much bigger role tomorrow. She is going to be, because this is a very Gidgy-based show today, and yeah, it feels good. Drinking is not an excuse. Absolutely, you're right. It's not. That's why I said there were two things. Now, with that also goes into the things that I said that I'm learning about myself in my clarity is my self-worth. Look, I would worry about, like, okay, I'll be honest. Savage did her IRL stream, her Friday night, Fuck It Up Friday stream, the first week after she had been in the LCU. And she drugged the fuck out of me. She drugged the fuck out of my son. She drugged the fuck out of the LCU and Keem. It made me feel a certain kind of way. And someone very smart said to me, look how many people she's streaming to. And he's right. Why am I going to worry about someone spewing just crap about me? That's the irony of it. Savage sat on Queens today and said, girl, find something else to talk about. Don't write them. Your IRL's been about me every day on Queens. I think I've been in the thumbnail or around. It's like, come on. That's some serious cope right there. All right. That is some serious cope. It would be one thing if your, Fuck It Up Friday wasn't about Gidgy. Girl, you're coping. You're coping hard. They want to make you the villain. They did it to Oh, absolutely. But see, here's the problem. There are two villains sitting right over there. There are two scamming pieces of shit sitting right over there. I'm not worried about it. We're not going to be the villains. We will have the halos. We are going to be the biggest redemption arc, Roxy and I. We will be the biggest redemption arc the LCU has ever seen. I promise you this. I promise you it is going to be so monumental, someone will donate in less than a year and say, damn, Gidgy, you were right. And they're going to put it on the back of a red. Mark my fucking words. Today at 6:02 or 7:02 a.m. Eastern, I said that because I promise you, here's the difference between Tina and Savage and Gidgy and Roxy and Dopra. I have such a hard time saying that for some reason. Narcan just rolls. It just rolls off the tongue, god damn it. But here's the difference. You both have built your entire career hating. I want to make you feel lost. Things like that, just vicious, mean stuff. All kinds of IRL accusations, all kinds of crazy shit. We're not going to be about that. We're not going to build a platform based on hate. We going to do tea? Oh, you bet we're going to do tea. We're going to do spicy tea. But it's not going to be based on hate. It's not going to be based on getting into someone's life, talking about someone's family, talking about someone's husband. Tina. Come on. Roxy's grandkids, Savage. You people are nuts. So, yeah, here's the deal. This is why I keep saying it. Yes, 100%. Here's the advantage. Queens not only has an amazing, absolutely amazing viewer base, but they have Mike. And Mike is amazing. Mike will not let anything happen to that show. I promise you that. And that's amazing for them. But you guys got to move on and get Gidgy out of your mouth. After this L, there is nothing. I'm going to save you the time right now. You, Flava, T-Mac, Chevy, whoever wants to dig around on me, knock yourself out. It's really weird, but the worst of Gidgy is already out there. It's a big nothing burger, sweetheart. It really is. And you look really bad digging like this. Just saying. Started from the bottom, now you're here. Started from the bottom, now you're here. Yeah, Tina, you're right. I'm only streaming to 300 or 400 people, but you know what? They're here because they're enjoying it. I'm not sitting here trying to figure out how to milk every fucking dime out of them. I'm not sitting here. Hang on. Who am I?
They're not donating to me.
Like, really? I mean,
What's your plan?
so we sit and smoke cigarettes and watch the whole time. If you look at Queens today, the whole time, like, it was so funny. Tina's like this in the chat, just reading, like, the whole time. You see the top of her head. Woo! Did she bleach her hair? I know, or dye her hair. Didn't y'all have a goal to dye hair? I can't keep up with all the shit they've done and haven't done. The slip and slide, the hair dye, the teeth getting pulled, teeth not getting pulled. Fucking, who knows? Cards going to this person, not to that person. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Carrie. Woo! Yeah, ladies, you don't want to dig here. You just don't, because we're not going to be scammers. We're not going to be shit talkers. We're not going to drag people. We're not going to pray that we can make people feel lost. We want to build people up. The one thing I said on Queens, and I always said that, was I want people to have 2 hours of fun. I want people to be able to forget about the horrible, nasty lives where real people want to make people feel lost. Why in God's name would anyone sit and watch someone with so much hate in their heart? I don't get it, but I don't watch Queens, so quit waiting for either one of us to come up there and talk to y'all. It's not going to happen. Sorry. Anything you want to say to the Queens?
Oh, I almost feel really bad after, my man listens to him while he's at work, because I don't know. I guess he still listens to him as a practice. But, they said things like take a nap. And then, the people who like to tell you that you can't talk about their adult children or their 2-year-old grandchildren have the audacity to tell me that I'm jealous of Albert's success compared to, my 4 and 6-year-old. I don't know if he draws or has learned the alphabet or reads or writes like they do. But I suppose he might have met the milestones for 4 and 6-year-olds. I know that they have not met the milestones for walking around oiled up in an orange color, looking like they've been pregnant for 42 weeks. But
please promise me, if your children are ever online, that they at least put a shirt on.
Shirt?
For the love of God, just the absolute simple grace of putting I don't know. I raised a boy, so I don't get this. I am not lying, and I'm not trying to say this as any certain thing. And Matthew's fat now. He hadn't always been fat. My son has never sat around without a shirt on. Is that a normal thing that happens? My husband, when I was married, didn't sit around without a shirt. We just didn't do that. I don't know. Is that weird? Does your husband sit around when you're just hanging out without a shirt on?
I don't know any people who hang out without a shirt on, just in normal company. I don't know what it would feel like to be rolling around in a white leather couch covered in decades of nicotine tar without your shirt on, mixed with oil. I'm not really sure what that would feel like.
I get that they don't have a washer and dryer. Go to Walmart. T-shirts are $4. You can get 5 different colors. You've got 5 shirts. You only have to wear it for 2 hours a day. And look, at this point, it's the humor of it. It's the humor of it. I love that he doesn't wear a shirt because he's turned it into his shtick, right? So for Albert, I think it's really smart. I find it disgusting, but that's just me personally. From an entertainment standpoint, it's a great rage bait, right? People will actually pay money so he will put a shirt on. It's a bizarre thing, but it works.
He looks like a wineskin, like an Italian wineskin. I don't know if you've ever seen those bags that they carry around.
Yes, I know.
I just...
For anyone that didn't watch Nuts last night, I am excited because they hit a goal. Albert, they are now on at 2 p.m. So everybody, please know. Hopefully we can pass this on throughout the day. I don't know if the announcement's been put up yet. I don't think it has, but Nuts is now at 2 p.m. Balls got pushed back to midnight. So they have officially swapped times. It was something Albert really, really wanted. Scooter didn't. He just didn't feel like it was fair. they talked about it last night. So regardless, they're going to be live at 2:00 today. And Albert is doing a bikini IRL lemonade stand. You talk about a redemption arc from hell. You go, fucking Albert. You go. Oh, by the way, Rebel Queen. I'm a Rebel Queen. You can take the Queen out of the show, but you can't take the Queen out of the Queen. So, yeah. I do like the Rebel Queen idea. Thank you very much, the amazing person in the LCU that mentioned that. So, well, and you're right, Glock. You're right. Look, bottom line, I want him to do well. I really, truly do. I think he can, and I think it would be a really cool thing. And, I watched tonight, and it looked like, when I'm doing a challenge to eat it or wear it, and you just bring ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and tuna fish, it's a little lame, but they made it work. But he came up with something much better for today. Look, I know, but I am excited for today. I really am. Look, IRL, that's the number one thing that I'm pushing for with the three of us. I want the IRL. I want to fly out to that crazy bitch's house and have her sister. I want to do a sleep stream with Roxy and her fucking family, IRL, more than anything. I really do. I'm sorry. They were talking about it yesterday when they're going to do another one. They're going to do another sleep stream this weekend. I'm going to fucking make your life a living hell. So, yes, Albert will be wearing a bikini. And probably Shifty, we know. But, look, if he pulls this off today, I say we all kind of got to back off and let him cook. Because I am so praying that he does this and this turns out well. I really am. Albert's never done anything to me. I mean, yeah, people are going to say, well, we all remember what he did do to you. That's in the past. He is a young man with anger issues. He is working to try and get them better. I really do believe that. So that's all I want to say about that.
Are you ready to talk about anything?
You're right, Mega, because this is a brand new show that isn't even monetized yet. I've talked about doing things. I've done one IRL. I had a blast doing it. I've gotten things to make it better since then. But at the present time, she can't run OBS with her computer. So, yes, we are just sitting here like every other host in the LCU does. You're right. I noticed that Tina said that too. She just sits in that little area. Yes, you're observant. I don't know. I don't get it.
Are you ready to talk
hopefully
about
not. Yes.
maybe anything else that happened yesterday?
I'm over my W. I've taken it. I'm going to move on from that. What else? What else would you like to talk about from yesterday?
Do you want to talk about any of Booger's meltdowns?
What?
Do you want to talk about any of Booger's meltdowns?
Oh, look, I am a self-saboteur. I don't have imposter syndrome, but I learned about it from Mike, and I think Boogie may suffer from that. And I am also a middle-aged woman that got herself in a financial jam. I understand how things can build up. I don't want to ride the Boogie hate train. I don't want to ride the let's make fun of Boogie train. I'm going to stick with let me put queens in their place train. Let me do this because, look, Boogie's getting enough shit from literally everyone else. And it sucks, man. It sucks. It does. But you do it. You pay the piper just like I am still doing. You atone for things that you've done wrong. That is the right way to do things. I want people to enjoy watching me. If they're constantly worried, is this some kind of real fucking white supremacist fucking racist ass bitch? I don't want to sit here and watch her. People are giving me a chance, and I pray to God that more people do. And I thank you for those that have. I've said it. I'll say it again. You will never, ever catch me doing anything like that again because it just won't happen. aside from Boogie and aside from Savage's huge L yesterday, what else happened in the LCU?
I watch the daytime. So, one thing I noticed is there's this thing happening with Nightmare in the LCU. Have you noticed this during the daytime, like when he's doing tests and stuff? We all recognize how awesome and cool and the wonderful things about him. But then when it's nighttime, maybe after Keem gets to talk to us, we all of a sudden feel really negative about Nightmare and like he's almost betafied when he gets onto bus. Did you notice anything like that lately?
I've noticed it. Yeah, I even talked to him about it. I was giving him, I went and I was talking to him. He's getting ready to come to the U.S. and
Y'all are getting ready for your date, right?
Well, I certainly don't want to make people uncomfortable. If I make you uncomfortable, you probably shouldn't be here. There's plenty of things to watch that won't make you uncomfortable, darling. Well, we were going to have a date, but that fell through, and I think he's got someone that's going to meet up with him. I'm not going to say anything, but, I have noticed there's been a big hate train for Nightmare lately, and I hate that because I've always been a Nightmare simp. Xylee and Nightmare are the two people I've always simped for behind the scenes quietly before I joined the LCU, right? Nightmare because he literally is just like us. He came from, not doing this to do, boom, here he is. He's not like Steak or Denmark or somebody that's got chops that, knows what they're doing. So what do you think?
I really like him because I know behind the scenes he's extremely helpful. Although it's always been a household joke between, me and my handsome man is that we understand only like 1 out of 10 words he says, but we still love to watch.
Yes.
Like there's something about him that's enjoyable to watch and that's very likable, even if you don't understand him. But I feel like you can feel the shift in energy for him. Like, I don't know if it's because he's so nervous to fail because Keem keeps harping on him when it gets to bus. And so he just doesn't know where to turn or what's going to be right.
Yeah. When we were first talking and Keem was throwing out the idea about the three of us, it was one of those that I kind of got that Nightmare syndrome for a second. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Nightmare's doing that show and it's 3 people and they're, oh no. But I think Nightmare is his own worst enemy. I think he gets in his head. He says he's, what did he say? Something like he's content broke or whatever. He is not. He is not. He gets in his head. He does. I don't know how good or bad he can't be, but I know he's driven. I know he wants to succeed, and I know his heart's in the right place. And that man has given so much to the LCU. Time, effort, energy. I personally have no issues with Nightmare. I like this. Let's go through all the hosts. Let's save Billy and Yo Mama for the end.
I was just about to say Yo Mama for president. You knew I was about to just slip that in. Like,
all right. We can talk about.
It's okay. Next one. You pick the next one.
Can I help you understand why this is different from Rewind? Well, first of all, I don't think I've played any clips, which Rewind is very good at because they actually rewind. And second of all, I've only talked about stuff that I've directly been involved with. I think Rewind covers like all the shows, right? So I've only talked about Queens, actually. So I don't know how that would be construed as rewinding, but try again, darling. I know there are a lot of people that are going to be seething. When you take a big L like that, it sucks. I get it. But no, okay, so wait a minute. Oh, fuck yo. See, Greeky and I are fuck yo mama. And you, okay, fuck the rest of the hosts. Let's break it down, girl. We have decided. We have not decided. Narcan Nancy here has decided that, seriously, nobody else is covering this presidential run, right? Nobody. This is fun. Yo Mama just put a new one out. Zay is working on a big big one for Billy. I mean, this stuff is good and people aren't covering it. So I think, and I like it, Dopra had said, hey, what if we did a segment towards the end of the show and we kind of, election watch where we, would focus someone's new campaign ad or something they've said or something like, and I liked that idea. I think that's a good idea, for sure, and it makes sense because I'm Billy, she's Yo Mama, so we have two totally different dogs in this race.
Dressed as Billy, which means I'm giving his opinion for you to go for your mama. I'm voting for your president. That counts, right? Right?
Yes.
Or is it,
Hi, Angela.
I mean, by honor or something. Like, is that stolen valor if I do that?
Oh, absolutely. Angie, I agree. By the way, oh my God, Angie and AMAC, you guys, please watch them. 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. They are fucking killing it. They are doing so good with Mike. Seriously, I don't want to ruin it. If you guys did not watch them last night, if you're getting ready to watch something and you're bored with it, trust me, give them a watch. It's pretty funny. I'm going to tell you this. Angie gets cream pied. No, AMAC got cream pied. Angie puts blind... It's worth it. They are really, again, they've got Mike, so the creativity is just flowing. They've got these little buckets, right? And in the bucket, for $20, you pick something out, and it's a trick or treat. Well, like one of them, Angie pulled out, she had to blindfold herself and put lipstick on, which she had a good point. After a certain age... All right, fuck it. Hang on. I got to see if I can do this, Angie. I know you're in here. Do you have lipstick by you? You have lip gloss, don't you? By you?
Yeah.
See if you can.
Oh,
Let's try and do it. Okay. Now, I'm already ahead of Angie because she actually had to open her lipstick. I'm going to close my eyes and see how good I can do this. All right, hang on. Okay. Now, she did the top, even though I don't normally do my top. Oh, fuck.
I think it's easier for me because I have lip gloss. I don't have lipstick.
Oh!
Girl, you got lips. And we know for the past hour and a half, you know how to use them.
All right, Angie, you win. I hope she saw that. Oh my God. You guys, I'm telling you, look at this. Okay, Angie, you're much better. Much better. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look. Okay, I tried it. There we go. Anyway, they did a really cute show yesterday. I enjoyed it. It was, here's one thing I love about Mike's two shows, Queens and Chubby, is it really is a disconnect from the LCU. I know a lot of people say, oh, all the other shows just rewind. No, we talk about drama we're involved with. That's what we do. But I understand where people think that. But that's the one really nice thing is it's that nice, just like Balls. That's the only other show I will say it about. It's just like a nice break from the LCU. It's just a palate cleanser is what Scooter calls those shows. He calls them palate cleansers. I don't know. Sorry. See, I can do it. Just I never put lipstick on my top. I don't know. That's probably something weird that I do. Angie, I was so pissed. What'd I do? Mama Cass? What happened? I believe Queens and Chubby should be in their own circuit because that's a really good idea, actually. I'm not sure what happened, but I hope I didn't do anything. I didn't think he was doing everything. Hey, Gypsy Jezebel. Bus 2. What about Bus? Oh my God. See, I'm worrying about what y'all are saying. Okay, never mind. It's because I love hanging out with you guys. That's my problem.
Okay, so what happened on Bus? Was there a problem on Bus? Because I only got to watch part of it.
I don't know. That is the one show I did not watch. I'll be real honest. After everything happened, look, it was I was really shaken up. I was really shaken up by this
Fair.
because it's like, are you fucking kidding me? It was such an obvious troll. The person, and look, I get it, but at the same token, so many other people were sent the same thing. Savage, you gotta. I would have thought she would have been better than that, but whatever. I gotta stop. So yeah, I did not see Bus. Can anybody tell me Bus with Rastov, Scooter, and Sweet Tea was like that? It was magic. It was 100%. It was magic.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Tina is look.
The fact that Tina has the gall to call anybody fat is absolutely ridiculous.
Angie, you are one of the most beautiful women in the universe, and you know that. You know that because I see men telling you that all the time. I don't need to glaze you, right? Tina's very jealous. She is a very jealous person. That's why she doesn't like Zay. Look, Tina does not like a lot of people.
Tina doesn't like anybody.
She
not
likes
even Tina.
Well, that's true. And I'm learning that about myself, and I see it in other people, and I see how they do things, and it's like, oh, you're like me. But, you don't say that to people, but I do get that. I do understand that. And, look, Tina has friends here, and she has people that truly care about her, and that is wonderful. Everyone should be so lucky. I hope one day to make the friends like that. They will not be the same friends because we just don't get along. Like, Xylee just doesn't like me. And I understand why. I went after her for no reason. I was bitching at her for no reason. I was talking. She brought it up today. She thinks that I got this idea from chat. Here's the problem. I like Xylee, so I watch her shows. But she was getting so gidgied, is what I'm calling it, because out of 7 days, I think it was 4 days that had me in the thumbnail, and the 5th day and 6th day was my son. It was like, I get it was a big story, but we all talked about how even Rastov agreed it was a bit much on Gidgy. So yes, I did make the comment, but it was 100% from me because I felt like, all right, can we move on? I get it. You don't like me. I'm a horrible person. You've said it for 5 days straight. Every single monologue started off with Gidgy. And I know Xylee knows that. I know she's watched her own shit and gets it. But then all of a sudden it changed. And Alice in the Wonderland, I think, is where it kicked off. And it has been something that the gods have delivered to us. It is amazing. It is a fantastic show. I'm not saying it wasn't good before. I'm just saying it wasn't produced because it was just like, what did Gidgy do today? And it was such a nothing burger sometimes. Sometimes it was the big story. And that's just my own personal feeling. But Tina is not a nice person. She just isn't. And Tina's gonna say shit about Amex. She's gonna say shit about Angie. She's gonna say shit about me. She's gonna say shit about Dopra. She's gonna say shit about Zay, S1K, Scooter, Rastov.
Amac Angie from a woman who is very bland looking, but that bland looking face card makes her money for it, and so she's very blessed with it. I want to tell you, you're very beautiful women, and I would not be sad if I looked like you. Thank you very much.
You are
That
not
is
in
not
the
sexual
Bahamas.
harassment.
Hang on. Speaking of sexual harassment, I want to sexually harass one of my friends. If you're in the Bahamas right if you're in the Bahamas right now, I'm gonna need a picture DM to. What the fuck is this? The fuck was that? Was that a cricket? There was some unidentified insect that I just flicked. It was not. I don't know what that was. Notice we don't have flies. We've taken care of. So it's amazing what getting that apple took care of. But I'm afraid that was like a cricket or something. Anyway, sorry. I don't know. I don't get it. Framed art, honey, why are you here? There are so many other places you could be. Do you just like it that I keep talking to you because you keep spewing all that negativity? Do you need a hug? Need to go jack off? I bet it would make you feel better if you came. Just saying.
Everybody feels good after a pipe cleaning.
Juan Bon is our president. Juan Bon is amazing. I love it. Bahamas. I'm thinking, You know, Fräulein, you know where my stupid morning head went? And I understand you're in a different country, so it's not morning for you. But I heard Bahamas, and I'm thinking my perverted mind went to seeing you laid out. By the way, this woman, Fräulein, that's in chat, absolutely drop dead, gorgeous woman. Younger, beautiful woman, banging body. And I have this picture of her where she's laying on in a pool by a poolside, and you know, she's belly down, back. Anyway, she's stunning. She's got good assets. That's what I call whatchamacallit, Batgirls. When she does her bikini, she's showing her assets. Sorry, we're never gonna have to show our assets, I promise.
Mine, her ass was.
No, it's 12:30 p.m. here. That is so crazy. And see, that for me, it's like I guess in my mind, I feel like it's like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. So I'm starting to get, wind down a little bit, but this is kind of, prime time for me. And then we'll wind it down and hopefully by noon and sleep till like 6. And that seems to be working. Just sucks because I miss the day. We have cafe. I have already put it in. That little motherfucker had his thumbnail in before I started today. I am very proud of Mr. Tommy and Batgirl. I'm not sure what's going on over there after yesterday. I can't wait to hear about it.
It looks like the thumbnail looks like a really good episode is about to happen.
I hope so. We are sprouting all this amazing these stories, and Xylee said it last night, and I think I've been here long enough that I can say this too. The LCU's getting fun again. It's fun. I like it. It's a lot of fun. And look, I always want. Oh, I wish Kronkus. I wish. I love Mike is phenomenal. But I think with the creative minds like me, Roxy, and Dopra, I really think we're going to be able to put some good shows together. Today, obviously, is a clapback. Tomorrow, I'll go ahead and share a little bit, but we had an amazing docket team member that came up with bingo. So we're going to introduce Rebel Bingo, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we have ideas, it's going to, thank you so much. I appreciate the good jobs. I do, because this is tough. And look, I did say that to Xylee, managing a show, producing a show, that's no joke. Hosting a show is no joke. I feel like I definitely have not given you as much mic time as I should today, but I also know that there are mic issues. And again, it was a big clapback for me day. Cash goes live right after Cafe, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Let me double check. Yes, they do, because Cash covered for, yes, Cash goes live. So after us is Cafe for 2 hours, and then Cash comes on right after that. So I think that would be, don't ask me, because I did smoke a joint like 2 hours ago, and I may still have a little bit of, we don't want to talk numbers. That's it. I'm sober enough to do a show, obviously, but
I think if you go to announcements and scroll up, they'll have the schedule.
Hi, Jared. Thank you so much. I was talking about you earlier, darling. I know that a lot of people felt like that was such a major invasion of my privacy with the whole YouTube history and stuff. Honestly, I was on such a high because I knew without a shadow of a doubt that it was a lie. I knew it. So please know that was me 100% being okay with that. I don't want anyone to think I was forced. She's eating her necklace. She is eating her necklace.
Breakfast now. Got breakfast on the go.
Good morning, Mary, darling. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, how is Lala doing after her surgery? I heard her talking, but how's she feeling? We're older. Shit takes us a little bit harder. Hi, Hammer. You guys. Okay. I do agree with that. Thank you for the not being able to do math. I suck at math. I'm not joking. It's kind of like, it's high pitch. No, high pitch is, he's a little slow. So he would say, I want to kill you and things like that. But it was just because I wouldn't, go on a date with him or so. It's just his mind doesn't work like ours, right? So were they real death threats? I hope not. But still, it was something that I want to be 100% transparent, and never would have been, mind you, had some of the things that have transpired in the past week transpire. I never would have done that. But I am a big professor now of CYA. I've heard it from Keem. I've heard it from Xylee. I've heard it from everyone. CY motherfucking A. Cover your ass. Did she? That's what we were talking about right before the stream. For everyone that just joined, I want to tell you guys, we were sitting here and, we were having a little pre-game talk about what we were going to talk about and things like that. And she looked real cute. She had her hair done and, she looked really cute. She was wearing a nice blouse. And she says, hey, we started talking about Billy, and I said, you know what? I forgot to tell you. She said, did Xylee ever do it? And I said, yeah, it was great, but she had to wear a real donut around her neck. I swear to God, that was all that we had said. She says, hey, do I have time to go do something real quick? And it was like 3 minutes till, and I'm like, yeah, go ahead. We got 3 minutes and then 2 minutes of a song. You got 5 minutes. Go ahead. This bitch comes back with a hoodie and a fucking donut around her goddamn necklace. She says, well, Billy's not around. He's out. So I want to give everyone a little Billy. She's awesome. She's awesome. I thought it was cute. It was funny. It gives people something to talk about, and it lightens things up because today was going to be a heavy show that we don't want to do that. Neither one of us want to do that. Look, you give it to us, we're going to give it back. That's the way this works from here on out. Savage, you came after me yesterday on your show and on live. I clapped back. Where are we going to go next? I don't know. We could either end it here and not do this, or we could keep going. It makes no difference to me because it gives me content. So as someone that doesn't have the amazing mic to produce shows for me, please talk about me. I mean, gives me something to do, so I appreciate that. But yeah, it's yes, God bless King. Trust in Keem. That is all I will say is trust in motherfucking Keem. And Xylee too, for that matter, because she's smarter than I've ever realized. The stuff she says, like, don't talk to people in DMs. Don't have private conversations. It's all such good advice. My DMs are open. Yes, I don't respond. I am very smart to not respond, but people are so generous with ideas and all kinds of just nice wishes and wonderful things and sharing, maybe they don't feel good or something's bad. If I can talk to someone, whether it's real or not, and they're saying, hey, you know what? I just wanted to let you know you brighten my day today. Why would I not take that? So as someone that knows how to control my private messages, that's the route that I take with that. Everyone's different. She did do, hang on, Roxy. Okay, thanks. Is she covering it on Rewind and Reaper? This is going to be so fun. This is fun. Let's give this a little look. See, that is Rewind. We're not going to have time to cover my amazing Queen Zay, but let's watch this for a minute. Share screens.
Did you notice that while you're pulling that up, did you notice that Zay going from Nerds and then settling into Rewind looks like she went to a different class? Like, instead of getting a basic class ticket to an airplane. She's all of a sudden, she went to the business and now she's gone to first class.
Right. No, I get. Yeah, I'm telling you, she's got that air of confidence.
It's a new
that-
polish.
yeah, like I didn't see. Look, she was great on Nerds. I've always said that. NDF for life. I always will be. I'm so excited for Buff and Lacey to find their way in this. I know it's gonna work. But I love, like I said, that Barbara Walters-esque, the way that she is able to look at something and she is able to give her own unbiased opinion about something without making it seem slanted one way or the other. It's a very unique talent so far that I'm very impressed with. That's been the biggest compliment I can give her. Very polished, yes, very polished. Yes, well, we have all learned a lesson in fact checking after yesterday. Here we go. Let's listen to a little bit of this. I wanted to cover this because I think it's important to get my girls' story out here.
With the chat, I go into every live stream. I even go into Rewind. I'll go into even if I don't like the host. I love the people in the LCU. I love the audience. I troll with them. We make fun of other people. So when I was in there, Gidgy, I was talking to Gidgy. We were like, wake the fuck up, Gidgy. Wake up. This is not you. And she was up there with that cat lady when she was dozing off. So we're sitting in there. I'm making jokes, being the troll that I am. And I hop up there. I'm like, Gidgy, nobody wants to see this. What are you doing? Be the fucking Gidgy everybody loved on Queens. You got this, Gidgy. Next thing I know, I hop down and I have a wrench. I didn't talk to her behind the scenes. She didn't tell me, hey, Roxy, do you want to work with me over here? Never once. The only thing she said was, Roxy, you're very loved over here. You're more than welcome to hop up on panel anytime you want.
Yep.
Why? I'm so confused at how that is my fault with anything. But this is what she said about me. Literally about me. Didn't even text me or anything. I had no idea she felt this way.
Let's ask the chat. What did you guys think of Cat Lady? Was she vicious when she was here? Because the bitch didn't even know how to break an egg with her teeth, and she had a full set of teeth.
My thing is, they always want to make a name for themselves. Gidgy, I'm so sorry that you're fucking racist. I'm so sorry you're racist as fuck.
I'm so sorry that you're stupid and didn't know you were getting played a fool.
This is coming from somebody who is literally, how many times she said, I'm not going back. I promise y'all, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not.
She
It's
changed her
literally
mind. Roxy
working
changed
with one
her
of the
mind.
biggest racists in the
I
LCU.
get it. Yes.
How? How are you going to come
They
at me
deserve each
for
other.
being
Leave
involved in the audience and not being in the LCU, and you're working with
Roxy, they deserve each other. If you cannot look at this panel right now and see this is two peas in a pod, dear God Almighty, they are perfect together. Absolutely perfect.
the biggest fucking one.
You got called out and caught being somewhere where you ain't supposed to be, and now you got to be over there with an unmonetized channel and try to get what you can get in where you can fit in.
And this is why she got called out, and this is why she left, because she started. I'm not listen. Gidgy and Scooter started calling out Tina and Albert. Well, Tina and Albert couldn't handle that. They went to Keem. They started crying to Keem. So, of course, they had to get rid of Gidgy. Gidgy is a fucking racist. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. She is a fucking racist. I don't care if you're drunk. People do shit, the stupidest shit when they're drunk. Savage, you should know all too well. You do stupid shit when you're drunk. But being a racist, there's no excuse. Drunk, sober, anything. There's no excuse for it.
100%.
Do I want her to lose her job? Do I want her to lose her livelihood? No. I would never want that on anybody. I would never want that on anybody.
And you think talking about Tina and Albert all night last night and calling me trailer?
I'm sorry?
Is Savage not someone who has also had a racist incident?
Oh, I have no
I mean,
idea.
we know
It
Tina
doesn't.
has. I was pretty
The
sure that
racist
she
shit
had.
to me is just that is so overplayed at this point. Anyway. This is
Yeah.
my favorite part.
The trash, bitch. I live in a brick house.
Okay, she does what you do every single time on your fucking streams. Every stream you do, you talk about Tina and Albert, you talk about everybody else. This right here, what she's doing now, would be like me telling Keem calling me, hey, I want you on, what is that fucking show Xylee does? I want, Reaper. I want you on Reaper with Xylee. And there is not enough money in this fucking world for me to work with somebody I truly despise. There's not, and I don't even have a pass with Xylee. I just don't like her for the way she treated me in the LCU. There's not enough money in this world I would sell my fucking self-respect for anything. And no. Nope.
I don't live in a duplex with my kid.
Good
It's
for
funny
you.
for people to sit in front of a camera. My mother,
Right here.
motherfuckers.
This is what I wanted
And
to
I
get
just
to.
want to have, cat lady, what you gonna buy today? It is
Yes,
what
they're
it is.
annoying as hell. They're both reaching for the spot, giving your do something real stupid, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I should never hire that retard." The fuck?
Okay, I think here it comes now.
Yeah, I heard.
Fucking-
Lord,
That's
look
right
at
here.
that. Look at this. Look at,
Goddamn
you know, I'm always on my pause
Nancy,
game.
did you see that?
Looked like she
looked
just-
like some kind of creature. Over there, like bent over, like hold on.
Yeah, it you know, pot meat kettle.
Took a hot one in the ass.
Let me see.
Cat
You
lady,
gotta
you ain't.
squeeze out, cat lady, when they're squeezing in, sweetheart.
Cat, I heard you got like 16 damn cats in your damn house, bitch. I bet your whole house
I
smell
had
like
it written
cat
down.
piss.
I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck
fuck
I
outta
got.
Funny
here.
thing is, she
They
said all her
can.
kids were
It is so like they literally, and it took me a while to realize Savage. I mean, they literally both together just create shit in their head. They just lie to lie. No one has said anything about 16 cats. You said on the first episode and the second, you have 2. We have seen both. But for some reason, but I love that. That is what, it's the little shit like that, which is why I will never be a clap back channel to them, because no offense.
I told you this morning. I was like, I feel bad going after him and like talking shit because, and even in talking back, because I swear to God, it is so bad that they're basically burning themselves. I should go do it for them because it almost seems like they have like recent mental injuries. This just doesn't make any fucking sense to
Wait,
put
I
out
mean,
there.
The amount of nicotine going on between this is hilarious. I love that. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but look, my girl deserved her time, and I want to make sure it's heard.
grown. You want to get
Rossi, sell your grand.
Oh, right here. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I heard that too.
Jules, thank you so much for becoming a member. Right here.
Jamie.
Jamie May. Pay
Oh,
attention.
yeah, I
Ja-
heard.
This is it. Pay attention, Jamie May. Now, instead of Savage coming to me, she said she heard about this. She could have came to me and said, Roxy, what are you doing? Like, are you working with Gidgy? Do you plan on working with Gidgy? Never once did she come to me. She just automatically listens to whatever people say and then comes at me. And if I was, just say I was to be a mod for Gidgy. Just say I was to be in that. What the fuck is it your business to call me out like this? Do I call you out on all the shit you do? No, I don't.
That to Jamie May. Oh, Gidgy over there trying to get Roxy in the mist. Okay, Roxy, sell your mixed grandchildren out for a fucking racist bitch.
What in the fuck does that even make any sense? Like you just made her
Roxy,
mod
I'm
in a
sorry.
frickin-
I didn't know that was going to get said. Jesus Christ, you fucking trashy ass cunt. God damn, I'm not going to give
It
that.
keeps going over after
Roxy,
fucking
I'm sorry.
children.
They are trash. Those two are just pure trash. That is just Roxy, I didn't know. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, again, Queens have taken a lot of L's in the past 24 hours. Maybe they should find something else to talk about aside from the Rebel Queens. I don't know, but we're doing great over here. Yeah, no,
management.
Savage, yeah, it's a shame. I'm just, wow, yeah, right. I'm not gonna play. I'm not, Roxy, I'm sorry. I did not know. Look, you know what? Let me just pull this up real quick. What the fuck is this bitch's name? Savage Live Media, right? Savage. There we go. Enter. All right, let me share screens. Let's take a look here. Let's see our amazing Savage, shall we? All right, let's go here. So let's see what we're looking at here. What are we working with? All right, let's see. Live streams. Let's just take a look at some of the titles. What do you say? This members only, by the way, is the one where she drug myself and my son on her private channel when she was working for the LCU. Let's see. What do we have here? Keem. Oh, okay. What's this? Milker's Returns. Oh, Roxy. The Internet's Forever. Tissues for the LCU. Crash Out. Oh, now let's talk about this. Tina scams, can't rewrite history. Gidgy, you mad, bro? Talking to Xylee. Ooh, look at this. Like, it just seems like all you do is run your mouth, and y'all are saying that's all I do. Wait a minute, I'm looking. I'm trying to see. Oh, look at Xylee. Look how cute Xylee looks.
Married? Is this woman not married?
No, she's married. She's got grandkids.
Husband to have grandkids, but I mean, she works awful fucking hard to attempt to look sexual in every single one of these fucking pictures. It's just weird to me. I mean, myself as a happily partnered person, the last thing I am interested in is anybody else being sexually attracted to me.
I mean, she's got a banging body. She wants to throw it out there. I'm all for it. I mean, look, she's very open in her past. She was a dancer, and she's got great fake tits that they need to get replaced, I guess. I don't know. But I think she's an attractive middle-aged woman. I don't think she's ugly. I really don't. I think she's got sex appeal, but that's just me. Her mouth really makes her ugly to me. And what I just heard about grandbabies and bringing up the fact that they're, I understand what she was trying to do there, but it was really fucking tacky. And that's my point is just by looking at all this, it's a lot of tacky. And I'm just not, Tina and Lane, we've been dragging Tina. Tina's a crybaby. Yeah, she is. You're right. Keem cries, Tina lies. Yeah, you're right. Jealousy, lie. Yeah, you're right. And the LC, yeah. When I'm looking at this, it seems like all you do is talk about Gidgy, the LCU, Tina, Keem. What else do you do? And you're talking about me talking about your girlfriend. Come on now. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
What the desperation.
So funny. She's an attractive woman. You can't say she's not an attractive woman. Come on.
It has nothing to do with being an attractive woman. You can be an attractive person without reeking of desperation.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's the problem. I had no desire. I want to make this crystal clear because we're getting ready to have to send it on over. But I had no desire to ever go after her or fuck with them. I had no beef with her. I don't know her from Adam. I've never talked to her in DMs, contrary to popular belief. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I was supposedly in DMs with Savage. Now all of a sudden that's changed. But then again, now all of a sudden Tina's multiple tooth. It's so crazy to me, the whole tooth thing, right? Because like Scooter woke up, had an abscess. We went to the hospital. And then 2 days later, we went and had it taken care of. It's like, yeah, Tina, whew. You're worried about me moving, girl. You need to take care of your teeth. Don't worry about when I move. You just take care of those teeth.
They're worried about other people's schedule. Remember, Savage was trying to help me schedule my other shit in my house, knowing that I don't want to work from 3 to 5 so that I can go pick up my kids. Both of them people be meddling with shit. And it's like, do y'all even know how to schedule your own bullshit?
Why are they? Yeah, I did hear. I actually listened to almost all. Well, I listened to that back half of Queens. I didn't listen to the whole thing. But I did hear her make that comment about you, like, well, she can't work from 3 to 5, but she thinks she can work here. Who's taking care of her kids? Why do you care who's taking care of her kids? That is fucking weird. You ladies over there on Queens, please stop talking about people's family members, people's husbands, people's kids. It's none of your business. It's weird. It is fucking weird. Nobody else does that. Nobody in the LCU does that. I'm sorry, but that is fucking weird. This is becoming a habit, for Christ's sake. Back off of people's family. Jesus. Yeah, exactly. She's been caring for her Oh, come on. Tina's so full of shit, and we all know it, and I'm finally allowed to call it out. Tina doesn't know what to do with herself now that someone's being honest. You notice all of a sudden Mr. Old Albert over there who gives 10% sure did turn it around quick, didn't he?
Everybody's kid gloves came off. And that's the thing that was the worst about it, is it was just nobody could be honest. Everybody had to wear kid gloves, that needed to change. It needs to stay that way. Nobody needs to be protected. I take it myself, right? I listen to people say things about me. Hell, I fell asleep. I fell asleep, bro. I fell asleep. And I'm sure I'm going to hear that for the rest of my life in the LCU. Right?
Oh, you will. That'll be your thing. But you know what? So what? You own it. You moved it. God damn.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you got to own it. But nobody's going to wrap me up in saran wrap and say, well, you can't really mess with her because, she eats sardines for $20 donos.
Look, I'm never going to diss on anyone in the LCU for how they make their bag. I've never done it. I never will. People did it to me on Queens all the fucking time. I have no idea how I'm going to monetize this channel. I haven't figured that out yet. I will be 100% honest with you all. Yes, Savage, I took my licks. Could I have fought for Queens? See, here's what I know that you don't know, or that you do know, and you just lied to your pirates and said you were only going to be here a week. No, you were going to be here 2 weeks, remember? I understand it's a small, inconsequential lie, but it was still a lie. Just like, look, you changed your mind. You said you would never come back to work if Xylee was still here. She's still here. You changed your mind. I get it. It happens. That's fine. But explain to me why there is so much hate towards Gigi. What did Gigi do? I tell you what, I would love to hear Tina and Savage, since they have declared war on Queens, according to everyone. What is it that Gigi did for you to declare war on me? Is it because I didn't fight because I was miserable working with you, Tina? That's all you got. I'm sorry. I can't stand that. I can't stand having to cover someone's lies. Oh, she's at the hospital. Oh, she can't work this weekend because of this. Oh, she can't do this because of that. I fucking hated that. I hated lying for that woman. I fucking hated it. People would bust her all the time over there on Steve Billings' panels on Sunday night. Wait, I thought her roof was caved in and she couldn't be on the internet, but here she is on fucking panels every Sunday night. It's like, fuck, it was constant covering. Anyway, I'm sorry. Everyone's a liar. Everyone is a liar, 100%. Don't believe anyone on the internet, 100%. 100%. I just have built my reputation, as scarred as it may be from my past transgressions. But since I have been in the LCU, I will not scam and I will not lie. And those are two things I haven't. When I do something, I take full accountability for it. You know what? That's how Keem knew yesterday that it was bullshit, because I didn't take accountability, because every time I've done something wrong, I take full accountability. That is something that's very lacking in this universe, is accountability. We are going to get your mic fixed. We're going to troubleshoot a little bit after this show, if you have a second, because I think enough people had said, I love you guys very much. Queen Mother, you're amazing.
Like I said, it was fine yesterday, and then I guess it was, I don't know, the gain or something, that all the ambient that it was sensitive to, and then I let my partner, I had him try to work on it. So I don't know. And the hardest part is that I'm hearing disabled. So whatever y'all hear, I don't hear, because I have several hearing disabilities as well as hearing loss. So, there's no way for me to hear what y'all finally hear. I just have to trust what everybody else says.
You definitely sound better now. So I think it is a matter of getting that angle right, but we need to figure out where the gain is. That's the only thing I want you to figure out afterwards. And they said turn the gain down. That might be something to wait for hubby to ask. Just because you are hearing impaired, so he can hear what we were talking about. But I'll gladly work with you also. But we'll get it. We'll get it. Yeah, it was. Thank you, Mama Cass. Look, again, I know I've got a lot to prove to a lot of people, but I promise you it started several days ago on that Saturday morning, and I will not let you all down. That's all I can tell you, and you can choose to either be here and enjoy it, be here and poke fun, be here and hate it, or you can leave. Those are the two options. you know, we're going to have a lot of fun here. I promise you that. And Miss Dopra, thank you for letting me rant today about this. Thank you for letting me have that little victory lap because it just felt good. It felt good. It felt
good. You deserved it. Okay. I mean, you have gone through months of wear and tear, and honestly, having the opportunity to have a W that was in front of everybody, you just really deserved it. And, you know, I think tomorrow we're going to try to do a few things to see, you know, because we're still working on getting monetized, and that way we can try a few, like, I can't think of the word. I've lost it thinking about this silly farting mic business. You know,
you're fine. You're fine.
Like, I don't know.
We're going to have,
not games, but a few like programming kind of things.
Yes.
So that we can try them out, see how you guys feel about them, and start introducing a few a day so that we could start building a program like damn it, I just can't find that one word.
She's going to figure out that word, and we're going to tell y'all tomorrow. I got to send you over to Cafe. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Dopra.
Like.
See, you sound great now. Take a bite of your donut. I'm passing us off.
Oh.
There's her necklace.
I really don't know. I'm going to have to look up this